So a couple of months ago, I had someone jack my bike seat, the whole thing, even the post. And so I looked up online various ways to secure uh, bike parts against theft. One of the recommended methods was to take ball bearings and glue them into the access points on the screws. And I thought that was a pretty good idea, but I also thought that I could do a little bit better. There are two problems with ball bearings. Mainly, they're steel, so they rust, and two, they're kind of heavy due to their density proportionally. So I bought this aluminum tubing instead. You can get this at most hardware stores in a variety of diameters. And I found that the smallest tubing seems to work best for most of the access points. And this is, let's see, this is a 4mm diameter. And so all you need to do is use a hacksaw and cut a little ring off. Let me measure this ring. See, I think it's probably like 3mm. Yeah, it's just a little over 3mm, and that's a good depth to fill the access point. I'll show you how that works. So now, obviously, you're gonna want to make sure that you put some medium Loctite on your bolts and screw them down really well before you do this process, because obviously it's going to be a bit hard to adjust the bolts after the fact. The good news is you can just use a lighter and soften the glue and then lift your little ring right out of there. So it's not like it's super hard to undo this, but the premise is basically it just deters theft. You know, people who want to steal your parts are just going to be wanting to do it as easily and quickly as possible, and blocking off your access points will slow them down, and they will probably move on and steal somebody else's bike parts. So the first step after you've cut and deburred and sanded your ring is to fill the access point with glue. Super glue, that is. This is controlled gel super glue, which I really like, and dries normally in about 5 minutes, but due to the fact that the cavity here limits the oxidation of the glue, it actually takes a bit longer than 5 minutes, so I leave it for 24 hours to make sure that it's firmly glued in place. So then you just put your little ring in the hole, tap it down, smooth the glue around, make sure you get into all those crevices. And then you're basically good to go. Just leave that for 24 hours and you have a good deterrent that is still reversible and adds very minimal weight to the bike, and it won't corrode like a ball bearing. Thanks for watching.